Hello friends, today we are going to discuss the American contribution for the enrichment of political science. As we all know, political science is one of the important social sciences like history, economics, public administration, sociology, psychology and other subjects. Political science studies about the state and government and other political institutions. Political science was influenced by many scholars. These scholars belonging to India, Europe, America and various other countries. For example, in India, during the ancient times, the Kautilya's Ardhashastra and Gautama Buddha political thought have influenced political science. Likewise, in modern times, the political philosophies of Gandhi, Nehru, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar have influenced the studies of political science, political concepts and political thought. So, in the same manner, there are other influence, the European influence and American influence. In today's class, we are going to study about the American influence and American contribution to the political science. American contribution to political science can be studied from 20th century onwards. In 20th century, particularly in 1903, the American Political Science Association is formed. APSA, American Political Science Association was formed in 1903. So, from 1903 onwards, American political scientists have theorized, analyzed and drawn so many political concepts. In fact, they have studied about the forms of government and the structures of the government, the process of the government, like the presidential form of government, the parliamentary form of government, the unitary form of government, the federal form of government, the confederal form of government, the constitutional form of government. So, this is how there are so many attempts to study the structure of the government, forms of the government and functions of the government. Likewise, there are also studies on the political processes. So, particularly after Second World War, a sudden revolution has come in political science. That revolution is called as the behavioral revolution. The behavioral revolution, it is also known as behavioralism. Behavioralism has emerged as an attempt of political scientists of USA, America, in which political scientists like Gabriel Almond, Brigham Powell, Sidney Verba, La Palambra and Charles Merriam, Graham Wallis and others have enriched political science with new political ideas. Among these political scientists, behavioral revolution and its concepts have enriched their political ideas. So, behavioral revolution says that in political science till 19th century, the values are given importance, and in 20th century the behavioral revolution has insisted that the study of facts. So, values and facts are to be studied simultaneously and facts are to be given predominance in study of political science. So, they have created a kind of value fact dichotomy in political science. Instead of studying more and more on values like the Plato's ideal state or Machiavellian state. So, these are the value oriented theories. Rather than studying those value oriented theories, the Americans insisted that the factual problems of the people, the factual political, economic and social problems of the people are to be studied more. These are called as facts or realities. So, the behavioral revolution insisted that the political realities, the social realities and economic realities ought to be studied more and in a scientific manner. Secondly, the Americans insisted that the quantification methods, survey methods, interview methods ought to be introduced in political science, so that theorization should be perfect and accurate. So, they insisted that methods like survey method, interview method, data collection method, data analysis method, statistical method, quantification techniques. So, these techniques are to be evolved in political science, so that realities can be scaled, problems can be understood with the help of these scale, and you can also understand the problem with and its magnanimity with the help of a measurement. So, this is how they insisted the quantification techniques. And likewise, the American political scientists have also insisted that modern concepts like political development, political culture, political modernization, political psychology and others are to be introduced in political science. They insisted that political science can be studied with the help of other subjects, other social sciences, with the help of economics, political economy. All the problems should be understood with the help of economics. The political problems are to be understood with the help of economics. The political problems of the society can be understood with the help of sociology. The political problems of the society can be understood with the help of psychology. So, this is how they have also drawn a kind of interdisciplinary approach by taking the help of other social sciences. Political science with the help of economics, it studies the political realities called as political economy. Political science studying the social problems with the help of sociology, that is called political sociology. Political science studying social political realities with the help of psychology, called as political psychology. So, interdisciplinary approach is another approach suggested by American political scientists for the enrichment of political science. And likewise, they have also studied the concept of political culture, political development, political modernization, political participation, political socialization. So, these are the new concepts that are developed by American political scientists. With political culture, they have studied three types of culture: the parochial culture, the awareness culture, the transformative culture. These are the three types of cultures. The parochial culture is a culture of silence, and people do not actually participate in the political affairs, is called as a science culture of silence or parochial culture. And likewise, the culture of awareness, this culture of awareness insisted that people should know about certain political realities. And likewise, political transformative culture, political awakening culture, to change the social realities and political realities with the active participation of people. So, they have studied political culture in three dimensions. Likewise, they have studied political development in terms of certain institutions and structures and the structure functional analysis. So, political science with the help of structures, political structures, and they insisted that many structures are to be built, and structural differentiation, structural specialization should be evolved to denote a country as a developed country. For example, for making the laws, you need to have a political legislature. For implementation of the laws, we need to have executive. For adjudicating the laws, we need to have a judiciary. For a political activity in the elections, we need to have political parties. So, likewise, for every political function, there should be a political structure. So, structures and functions are to be studied. So, this is how they insisted that political development is to be studied to denote the country and classify the countries into developed countries and underdeveloped countries. So, all the Western democratics as taken as a model, and they are considered as developed countries, and other countries are compared with the Western societies, and if they have the structural differentiation and structures with functions, they are called developed political systems. David Easton, Gabriel Allman, Brigham Pavel, La Palambra, Sidney Verba, Charles Merriams. So, these are the political scientists who have developed political science and enriched political science from behavioralism to post-behavioral revolution. So, this is how American contribution to the enrichment of political science is a very worthy contribution according to many analysts. Thank you, friends.